Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. How I wish that there were more than 24 hours in the day.
Blue Man is 3 as 1. We always say that sets a tone of the show when you see 3 Blue Men working together to perform the same task. It establishes a community and that things can be done with that kind of connection. There are 3 guys, but they need each other so much that they're virtually one. The best example of 3 as 1 in our show is probably a song we do called Drumbone. There's one player, and the other guy holds a piece of tube, and the other guy holds another tube, and the tubes are cut at different lengths. You can't play the song unless all 3 guys are helping. Paint drumming, it's the Blue Man entering, it's the Blue Man arriving from the void, wherever he came from. Nobody really knows where he came from.
You could say that Blue Man is sort of a medicine man or a shaman. Or you could say that he's a Buster Keaton, goofy antics sort of person. Or you could say that he's a circus clown. The truth is, it's all 3 of those combined, plus many other nuances.
The visuals that you see during paint drumming, obviously it's paint, and we're using that to kind of add another layer to the sound. So as if a deaf person were watching it, they can still get the gist of where the music is by being able to then have a visual representation also of it. That's one of the ways that he's trying to communicate with the audience and testing, is this going to work?
The best way to describe Blue Man music is straight primal drumming. And on the other hand, we're constantly exploring new technological sounds. The PVC instruments in the show, on the one hand, they're extremely rudimentary and very easy to deal with, and on the other hand, the finesse is really hard to learn. And it's basically like a lot of the other parts of the show, where you see what we're doing on stage and it looks so simple, but at the same time, it's incredibly hard to tackle and to get used to. And that's the same with the PV instruments. You have to hit them at a specific angle to make that the sound goes through it correctly, and so it doesn't go flat, and to get a kind of warm, ringing tone.
The PVC instrument kind of is a special challenge because there's no, it's not like an old instrument where there's been hundreds of years of people figuring out how to play it and learning techniques and teaching and passing on ideas. The arrangement of the notes isn't any kind of standard arrangement, so it's all very learning by the seat of your pants.
I personally consider myself an actor first and then a percussionist, more because my background is from acting more, really. But since joining this company and this troupe, I've really had to bring my musicality skills up to a level so that I can join our other musicians, which there are really genius, brilliant, amazing, ferocious musicians.
You know, myself, I came in from more of a percussion background than acting. I was always involved in marching band and drum and bugle corps and went that whole route for 9 years. And I got here and just the ideas of the character and the ideas of the show were such that I could kind of understand them and grab onto them. And then I've been slowly learning from other people around me, like really what the acting side of that is all about and the nuances of getting the point across.
I consider myself an actor first. I had to work a lot on the whole character as much as I had to work on the drumming aspects. And in the best shows, they become one thing, where the drumming is a part of the acting and the acting is a part of the drumming.
Scene that involves neon, that is a piece called Utney, and it's kind of an exploration of a changing landscape, and you see one thing and it's taken for granted, like, okay, I know what that is, and then over the course of the piece we're able to show a different view on it that makes you see, oh, that's not what I thought it was at all. And that's one of the big themes of the show in general, is taking things that people take for granted and kind of revealing a hidden beauty that's there. The paper at the end of the show, to me, represents the connections between people that are already there and that energy that's in the ether between people. And then that's actually just a physical thing that they're all having a piece of. And every time somebody tugs on it, you know, it's like the butterfly effect. Somebody way back over there is feeling it, and that's a connection, and that's what we're all about.
I think what drives people to come back to the show over and over again is that the character is so endearing and sweet and honest and welcoming and innocent and curious and playful and all these really exciting qualities. Our show is multi-sensory, a multi-sensory experience. It's got many levels to hit people. Like, there are people who think the show rocks. There are people who leave and they say, that was the most hilarious thing I saw. And some people are blown away by our technology. Some people are blown away just by the concept and how deep Blue Man can go.